Alice Norn, Mother of Machines. Alright, Garnet. Excellent. Let's tear this machine apart. Ossify you. Ossify you. What's gonna put the most hurt on them? I think... Oh man, we took down Naughty. That felt good. They got their combo pieces together and we took them apart and threw the pieces into the incinerator. Hello, friends. Welcome. I am Average Zen, your host of Average Zen Presents. We are playing Magic the Gathering Arena today on my favorite day of the week, Brawlin Friday. And we are bringing some new commanders to the forefront of this channel. One a little newer-ish. Okay, they're not new. Okay, one's new-ish. Still hasn't got a layer of dust on it yet. And the other, I don't know. We'll talk about it later. If you haven't already, give us a like, subscribe, comment, follow, all that good stuff, because we give away group hugs to the Zen communities. Yes. Oh, yeah, I'm going to need bigger arms. I gotta hit the gym. Yes, all of you guys, thank you so much for supporting this channel. I appreciate all of you that do and will so in the future. Just takes a moment to hit that like, subscribe, maybe give us a comment. We get comments all the time now. I'm loving it. I'm loving talking to all you guys about what's going on and my mistakes and we had a lot of posts recently about the Yargle Day achievements. That Achievement Hunters Lodge video getting quite the attention. I think that event is wrapping up as we speak, if it hasn't already. So check that out while there's still time. But right now it is Venat, Heart of Hydaelyn. Yes. We are going mono white legends today. What is Venat? She's a 3/3 for 3/2 white pips and a colorless. Whenever you cast a legendary spell, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. And that alone in mono white makes this an amazing card. Not only has she got stats that back up the cost, 3/3 for 3, one extra card draw per turn. What am I missing? And if that's not enough, Hero Sundering, pay 7 colorless, tap, exile target non-land permanent. So you get that. Number 1, I know it's expensive to exile something, but wait. Transform Venat, activate only as a sorcery, and then she becomes a 4/4 indestructible god with the Blessing of Light ability. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature you control. Until your next turn, it gains indestructible. If that creature is legendary, draw a card. What can I say? You see where we're going here? Everybody's always complaining why he doesn't have enough card draw. Boy, we're going to draw some cards as long as Venat is on the battlefield, because we are stacked to the brim with legendaries all throughout this deck. This is like Legends Matter mono white. Yeah, what are we doing? Well, number 1, because of that 7 mana ability, we are running a lot of mana rocks. So, yeah, there's that. We also, of course, nick those on our mana base for the mono white devotion, running the new to arena, our ancient tomb. And let's go and talk about Plaza of Heroes, because it can save most of our deck. Let's go and talk about our 1-drops, the non-legendaries, the ones that were included because they just help us out so much. Number 1, Esper Sentinel, more card draw. Yes, Not to mention, we have, well, there's all our mana rocks. We have the new Emergency Eject. I like this in combination with Stroke of Midnight in the 3-drop slot, because not only does it not give them a body, in Commander or Brawl, the lander token, I think, makes much less of an impact on the board than a 1/1. Because you have so many mana rocks and everything else, advancing their game plan by making them pay 2 to get an additional land is not as impactful as giving them a 1/1. Nonetheless, we're running both. We have the Book of Exalted Deeds, a legendary artifact, and this one is very, very fun because we can do something. If you look at our mana base, you'll see we have Faceless Haven, Mutavault. Both of these have the unique ability of having all creature types. So we can, at the beginning, the first part's nice. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, create a 3/3 white angel creature token with flying. But the real bread and butter here is pay 3, tap, exile the Book of Exalted Deeds, put an enlightened counter on target angel, i.e. Mutavault or Faceless Haven, and then, where'd it go? It gains, you can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game. Activate only as a sorcery, that's important. So we get to 3 mana, we cast Book of Exalted Deeds, maybe after playing our commander. If we have this in our opening hand, I don't know if we play it out right away. I probably would hold off until we needed it. It's kind of a clutch move. But that can pretty much guarantee that we can just proceed with our game plan until they find land removal. Demolition Field also counts. It's a who's who here. I don't even know where to begin with the legends. We have Aerith Gainsborough in here. We've got, of course, the new Hydaelyn for more card draw, more life gain. We've got Heliod for more life gain. We've got Thalia. I mean, it's the who's who. Like I said, Mangara, Meryl, Beza even makes an appearance. Don't forget our Planeswalkers count as legendary as well. So we got Wandering Emperor in here, the Eternal Wanderer. We got some Blink shenanigans going on with Teleportation Circle and the Eternal Wanderer. I had Thalia in here, but she has to attack in order to flip, and sometimes it's just not as good as having a static effect. Yes, does Teleportation Circle do anything on its own? But then again, does Thalia do anything on her own if she can't attack? So yeah, Knights of the Round could be an incredible finisher if we manage to get an indestructible counter on everything and just proceed to go to town. Then because of the indestructible counters we're throwing around like candy, we can afford to play things like Day of Judgment and not worry too much. Wrath of God. The Wind Crystal here is cute. It basically functions as a second Pearl Medallion. However, if we get to that 6 mana, which we're definitely going to try to get to 7 mana for our commander, then creatures you control gain flying and lifelink until end of turn. So that's fun. The Ether Spark makes an appearance here. I like it for the card draw. Maybe in a pinch for the add mana. Yeah, if you want the full deck list, you can always hit !deck in chat with us on Twitter, or not Twitter, Twitch. Yeah, we're there at Average Zen Presents. If you want to, hang out with us while we record these videos and present our decks, maybe get on the show. It's like being in a live studio audience from the TV years of yester. Vona Diletto, the Antifex. I have no idea what that is. Of course, you can always watch our shows later on YouTube, as a lot of people do at Average Zen. 4/2 Vampire Cleric Knight Menace. When it enters, destroy target non-land, non-token permanent an opponent controls. Then you may discard a card. If you do, conjure a duplicate of that permanent into your hand, and the duplicate perpetually gains mana of any type. Can be spent to cast this spell. Well, I like seeing Elesh Norn after reading that. So I think we're going to have to keep this hand. We have the emergency eject. We can get to 3 mana, which means maybe we can get to 4 mana and reduce Elesh Norn's cost, which guarantees that we can get it out if we can cast the Wind Crystal. I like Mural here as well. That will maybe help us keep Elesh Norn on the battlefield if we don't have to use our turn 4 for the Wind Crystal, if we can draw like 2 lands in a row. I'm not saying we want to do that, but it's been known to happen. All right, our opponent mulling it over trying to decide if their alchemy card commander is going to make an appearance or if we just fold it away. Fade away. All right, JGLI. I can't even read if this is Roman numeral. Rancor, are you there? Rancor, hello. Hello, let us play Magic the Gathering together, you and I. I have a decent hand against your commander, please. We have a shot. Even with your rampant willy-nilly permanent destruction here. Non-land, non-token permanent. That's very specific, the non-token. I wonder why non-token. Oh, because then it couldn't duplicate the... yeah. At any rate, it looks like maybe our opponent's not here. We'll see. In any case, most of the time when we play Venat, she just gets shot down immediately on turn 3. But that's okay. In the rare occasion that she lives, usually we have a turn 4 follow-up, and she'll get us a card. It's not until we have the 7 mana available that we really want her to stick around so that we can use the Hero Sundering ability. And usually by then we have enough on the battlefield that maybe they're not her main, she's not our opponent's main target. This seems like a non-game. What a shame. We had a decent hand against this commander. We'll move on. I'm going to leave that one in because, number one, I almost never cut games. Because it's about the experience. How many of us have 4 to 6 to 7 hours a day to sit around and play Magic the Gathering? You sit down, you play for an hour or two, and then that's it. Maybe if you're lucky. So this is about kinsmanship. It's about community. This is what we go through. It's about the reality of the situation. We spend a lot of time in non-games. Can't be helped. People are people. Connections are sometimes unstable. Laughing Jasper Flint. Yep. They're going to try to steal our stuff every upkeep by the amount of mercenaries that they have. Or outlaws. Mercenaries. Oh, creatures you control but don't own are mercenaries in addition to their other types. And then they get to exile our stuff. Wonderful. Hey, we have some ramp. And we have an Esper Sentinel. I'm okay with it. I think maybe that we are able to possibly plow through this. If not, we're going to have a bad day, because we hate it when people steal our stuff. And Laughing Jasper Flint is one of the worst of them. Not the worst, but one of. Alright, Iron Crag, come on down. We're going to be having a lot of triggers from the Iron Crag asking if it wants to turn into an equipment or not. Alright, Venat. No, Iron Crag, no. I kind of wish we had not missed a land drop there. There's Laughing Jasper Flint. Okay, well, here's the thing. I guess we're going to go Heliod and hope that we draw a land. We did not, but that's okay, I guess. They're going to steal 2 from a land and a land. That figures. Wonderful. That's how we lose this game, is because they stole all of our lands. The card draw is only good if we can cast a spell that is legendary. Right now we only have one more that we can cast. 2 more. Okay, good. We had 3 lands in a row. Do you believe it? Do you believe it? All right, so let's go with, I think we play the Protector Shield side and draw a card. Mox Amber is beautiful, and I even like having the Hydaelyn now. So yeah, I mean, yeah, steal our cards away, go for it. You gotta pay 1 to do that. Isn't this a funny card? Isn't this a funny card? Oh my God! Look at this. And people say, oh, there's no way, there's not land pockets, it's all fair. We just had 6 lands, 6 plains in a row. Because we drew, oh no, I'm sorry, not in a row. We had, out of 7 cards, 6 of them were plains because we drew the Mox Amber. All right, will you pay the 1? They do, in fact, pay the 1. Cool. Yeah, we'll take action. And we will definitely block the 5/4. All right, let's recast our commander. No Iron Crack. No. Maybe that wasn't the move. I kind of wish we had a board wipe. We have them. But this is game. They have 12 damage on board. Yeah. Well, they just absolutely royally screwed us by putting all those lands together and then Jasper Flint stealing almost all of them. If we had not got the extra draw is the only thing that got us another land, and then somehow we got the Mox, and it just wasn't enough. We had to hit our land drops to keep up with that, and definitely some removal, and we did not do that. Grazilix, Hydaelyn Scholar. Why do I remember Grazilix? Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, you may return it to its owner's hand. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Interesting. All right, well, we have Nykthos. That's a good thing. And we have Skrelv. So let's go Skrelv. That's 1 devotion. Harrier Strix. Okay. Well, we got the boots. I like it. You know, will they trade this Skrelv with this for the Strix? That's a good question. Hey, I'll consider it. I consider it a win. All right, let's go for it, although this certainly screams of a counterspell. There it is. All right, well, we know what we got to do. We had to get the 7 mana anyway to use our ability, so we might as well flush out the wash away. They were only going to use it on our commander. All right, Mangara says, you double spell, we draw. And then I like Beza as a follow-up here. That seems good. Oh, well, let's talk about Beza. Would you like to counter them as well? Blast Zone. I don't like to see that. But we do have a few things going for us in that we're not playing low-cost stuff yet. Alright, let's equip Mangara. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. They milled 2 removal spells? That is nasty. Thank you, Shuffler. You are setting us up very nicely today with our opponents taking stuff out off the top of our library. First all our lands last game, and now all our removal. Cool. Alright, Reservoir Kraken. Tap an untapped creature they control. If they do, tap this creature and create a 1/1. Okay, well, I don't appreciate that per se. And let's go ahead and move the Swiftfoot Boots onto Venat. We will, in fact, we will tap. There you go. And get in there for 2. All right, fair enough. That means we're going to take 10, 11. Oh, we're going to take a lot. Yeah, now they play their commander and draw a bunch of cards, right? Yeah, but we draw a card too. Ooh, Mithril Coat is excellent. If we can find a board wipe off the top, that would be amazing. Especially after they dumped all of our... No such luck, huh? No such luck. We do have the mana. I tell you what. Let's draw a card. All right, now we have Sigrid. We have 2 mana floating. So 3, 4, 5. That's not quite enough. Let's go with the Ether Spark. Put a +1/+1 counter on Mangara. And say it's the Ether Spark is just on our turn, right? Whenever it deals combat. Whenever it deals combat damage during your turn. Okay, that is correct. Alright, so we attack in with a 3/5. And I think we have to sacrifice... what? I don't think we live through this. I think even if we block, they have enough damage coming through, don't they? And especially if they Cyclonic Rift us here. House Meld. Yeah, that was, they're gonna change the wording on this real soon. Nope, you're not stealing our Beza, sorry. The Wizards finally admitted House Meld was a mistake. You've noticed since they have owned up to that we have not been playing it in our decks. Our opponent apparently not reading the news that it is soon to be errated, or maybe just giving it a last hurrah. Either way, they weren't putting in our commander because we had the Swiftfoot Boots on our commander. If they did not have the Swiftfoot Boots there, they would have tried to play it on our commander. 100% guaranteed. They weren't going to do it for Beza. They were just trying to remove a blocker there. Nadu, Winged Wisdom, another commander that is impossibly broken, and I don't even know if we're going to sit through this. We'll see. At least we have the Sarima, we have Thalia's Lancers, we have plenty of mana rocks here, and an Ancient Tomb. I think what we need to do is Ancient Tomb into Solar Transformer, since we don't have double white. I like Mural here. That'll at least keep them from comboing off on our turn. Oh my goodness. Okay, Imperium Thopterist is going to make Thopters every turn. Wonderful. Alright, and we got a Shadow Spear to boot. Yeah, so that means we get to draw a card. Well worth it. And now we have a Wind Crystal. That's interesting. Let's see if we can go off faster than Nadu. Prophesidic Memory. Okay. Faceless Haven gets us a Mind Stone. Oh, why did it tap like that? Why did you tap like that? Oh, you son of a... Okay. I cannot believe it just tapped like that. I'm guessing they're looking for an artifact with a cheap equip cost. Maybe Swiftfoot Boots. Or Bristly Bill or something like that. And here comes Nadu. Alright, we haven't nicked those. We have... Oh, I should have manually tapped. Why did I do it? Oh my goodness, all these lands. All these lands. Okay, well, let's equip onto Mural. And attack. You got, oh, triple blocked. Triple blocked. Okay. Well, we'll gladly get rid of all the Thopters appearing every single turn. And in turn... Yeah, there it is. Okay, here we go. There's the Swiftfoot Boots, as we predicted. And now, how long do we have to wait? All right. Are you serious? Okay. Well, let's go to equip. Wait, no. Let's go Thalia's Lancers first. These, and I love having the Sarima and Thalia's Lancers here. Yes, we will take action. And I think we grab Ellis Norn, Mother of Machines. And then we will cast this Sarima. Oh, War of the Alliance is another tutor for legendaries. We are hitting all of our tutors here. I think we need something that's going to shut them down as well. What do we need to get rid of? I guess, yeah, Garnet will do. Garnet will do. Let's equip onto Venat. And I think we go Station, Thalia's Lancers, and Station on the Robot. And attack in with Venat. Cool. All right then. I I mean, we still gained a life, so that's fine. And now they have to hold up their mana here. Okay, or not. Maybe not. Well, we do have the Shadow Spear, so even the Hexproof doesn't really matter here. They're only doing this for the triggers, which means we're about to sit through a lot here. They have 5 mana, and they're about to get more. Snakeskin Veil, okay. And they swing in for 5? Alright. Alright, we need something. Yeah, let's go. Alice Norn, Mother of Machines. That sticks. Alright, Garnet. Excellent. Let's tear this machine apart. Let us tear this machine apart. Let's go to you there. Ossify you. Ossify you. Yeah, that's great. I'm glad that you get to trigger your thing again. Oh, we got an Elvis Mystic and a land. Okay. Overprotect. Okay. We finally get. This is the first time I've ever used the Shadow Spear's ability on Arena at instant speed. I've played so many games with Shadow Spear. This is the first time I think it's ever mattered. This is the first time it's ever mattered. That is amazing. Okay, Sarima, you're good. War. Oh, wait, no. Now we go Venat. No, we cannot. Okay, so War of the Last Alliance. And we will search for, what do we need here? Heliod? Yeah, Heliod would probably be good. And let's go. Attack in, Sarima, Thalia's Lancers, beautiful. And next turn, we can even activate the, after playing Heliod, we can activate the Water Crystal and go ham. And it is going to feel good to put the nail in the coffin on Nadu. Of course, they're going to Cyclonic Rift us, aren't they? No? Okay. Okay, there's a Nadu. But do they have any cheap ways to target? Do they have any cheap ways to target? Alright, well, let's go with... What do we need here? What's going to put the most hurt on them? I think... Oh man, we took down Naughty. That felt good. They got their combo pieces together and we took them apart and threw the pieces into the incinerator. In mono white. Like a scalpel. Alright, Venat, let's do it again. Voja. This is another overpowered commander. Oh, usually it's Elf Ball. Yep. So 5 mana for a 5/5 Vigilance Trample Ward 3. Whenever Voja attacks, put X +1/+1 counters on each creature you control, where X is the number of elves you control. Draw a card for each wolf you control. We are in trouble. And yes, remind me, Zen, do not mess up the auto tapping with Ancient Tomb. Arena hates tapping Ancient Tomb, and even though you want to, it won't. Alright, so Ancient Tomb. And we go Arcane Signet, ramp in mono white. What? Oh my goodness. Okay. Cold Steel Heart. Can't get away from that. And it did it again. Oh my god, why did I do that? Why do I do these things to myself? That's okay. It came in tapped. I don't think it matters. Priest of Titania. Oh, I like the Day of Judgment here. Let us go ahead and cast Venat, though. But if they deal with Venat and they get a huge board, we can always Day of Judgment. No harm, no foul. We have ramped way harder than Elf Ball, though. This is impressive. They have 4 mana available. Well, no, 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 available now. Okay, they've caught up with us. Never mind. Show offs. And they're about to surpass us, aren't they? We're going to have to Day of Judgment. We're going to have to Day of Judgment. Oh, that is a bummer. I really... No. Okay, we get rid of the Priest of Titania. Auto pay. Venat's indestructible. Now we can Day of Judgment. And we got rid of the mana. We got rid of the Titania, the Priest of Titania. Oh, there's Voja. Oh, goodbye, Voja. Wonderful. And then we'll draw a card. We have an indestructible god as a commander now, and they're going to start laying waste to our opponent's face. Man, that is 2 back-to-back legendarily overpowered commanders that we have just completely shut down. That is amazing. Venat, I love you. Let's keep going. Kafka. Okay. So we're facing the gamut today. We are facing the gamut today. All right. Maybe we should have gone Plaza of Heroes, because that could produce the colors we need for our commander, but... Alright, let's just go ahead and hold up Get Lost here. And then next turn... Nothing, huh? No mana rocks, nothing? Okay, then. I don't like it. This smells like a trap. We're going to pass the turn and flash out the Wandering Emperor. Alright then. Well. Make them use their mana on their turn. So that we can have a turn next turn, maybe. And there it is. There it is. We sacrificed to make it happen. Alright, and then we're just going to miss land drops now, huh? And no ramp to speak of. This is not looking to be a good game. Jacked. Alright, Jacked. You gotta go. You gotta go, Jacked. Alright, and that allows us to hold up Get Lost, Stroke of Midnight and Teferi's Protection. I like it. Wizard. Alright. Okay, they have entered, and we will discard the Sarima. They have discarded Bahamut. That is unfortunate. Well, let's go ahead and cast. You know what? Let's go Get Lost. All right. Now that we have safely established that we are going to continue our aggressive plans. All right, let's make some 1/1s. Get in there. All right. What's it gonna be? We got a handful of removal this time, though. I like that. I do like that. We do not want to see Kefka flip. All right. Let's go Aerith Gainsborough and draw a card. That is a land. All right, then. How about some counters on our guys, then, in that case? Fire magic, you say? I don't think so. Whoops. Teferi's Protection strikes again. Do they have another fire? Fire magic's such a good card, though. I am glad that we got him to fire it all the way up. All right, Psychosis Crawler, excellent. And we're gonna Elspeth Conquers Death that, I think, because then we can get back the Wandering Emperor. All right, let's try it again. They are tapped out. All right, man, are we gonna do this? Are we seriously about to do this? Are they gonna board wipe us? They're gonna board wipe us, aren't they? Oh, we deserve it. We are too good. Too good. It's too good. We deserve a board wipe. If we could get to 7 mana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 next turn, then we can give Venat the indestructible. But it will take all of our mana. Duress. Okay. Well, there's the Stroke of Midnight gone. Late game Duress. All right, so what do we got to do? I mean, there's so many things that they have to take care of. Not looking pretty. The Pope is dope. That's the name of our opponent, by the way. I forgot to announce them. All right, non-creature spells cost 2 more. It is return target spell or permanent to its owner's hand. Okay. What will it be? I guess that's fine. I don't understand what just happened. But I'll take it. Alright, let's do it again, man. Dude, Venat is on a rampage. Rampaging Venat. I don't recall her being, like, overly, like, good in Final Fantasy, but on Magic the Gathering, my goodness. You Venat fans out there, I never played that Final Fantasy. I do not recall the name. That must have been one of the... Really, I've fallen off ever since they got rid of turn. I tried playing at 15. I got all the way to the end. Oh, man. That's what... 15 is the one that taught me not to pre-order games. I got all the way to the end and I didn't finish the game. I mean, I beat Adamantoise. That was really the moment that I realized that as cool as the live combat was, if all he had to do was sit there and airstrike Adamantoise in the head over and over and over and over again to win against the toughest, it was just cheese, man. It was, and everything else was just cheese too on top of it, and it was so rushed together. But to get back to the topic, I don't know where Venat comes from. Let me know in the comments if you do. I want to say it's the one from Ivalice. What was that? Was it Final Fantasy? No, 11 was online. 14 is also online, and it was Final Fantasy 12? Was it 12? Alright, we have the Faceless Haven, we have Venat, we have an Elish Norn, and a Knights of the Round, and an Elspeth Conquers. Thalia, Irene. I'm too busy talking about Final Fantasy. Okay, Irene, look at the top 8 cards. Dragons cost less. No. Oh, man. Okay, well, we need to get rid of that. When it enters or attack... No, you know what? We just cast Elish Norn. There we go. Problem solved. They must now remove Elish Norn for their dragon to do anything on ETB. And then we Elspeth Conquers Death it. Or Eternal Wanderer it. I really want to draw the Book of Exalted Deeds here now that we got the Mutavault on the battlefield. I think that would be excellent. Now they could potentially bounce Elish Norn here and still play Irene. That would be unfortunate. Ill-timed explosion. Oh my. Do they have a 7 mana value card that they're going to discard? I'm okay with losing our commander here. Six. That's not quite it. And you set yourself back, man. All right, we'll recast our commander. Jeez. Whoa. Okay. Good stuff. We happen to have the right card at the right time there. We had two, actually, that could have dealt with that. But I'll take the proactive approach. All right, let's get in. I think we got time for one more game. Yeah, looking good. Unless it's a long slog of a game, in which case we're doing it anyway. All right, ready for a fight against Jyoti Moag Ancient, a Simic commander that I have never seen. We're getting a lot of new faces today, so we're off the Hell Cute list here, it looks like, and up against a 2/4 for 4. that when it enters creates a 1/1 green forest dryad land creature token for each time you've cast your commander from the command zone in this game. Why have I never seen this before? At the beginning of each combat, land creatures control get +X/+X until end of turn where X is Geode's power. This looks like a banger of a commander. I hope we lose. We'll try not to. All right, Zach Fair, get out there. And we can even swords. Excellent. Oh, Daxos, you're amazing. You're amazing, Daxos. We're playing on curve. Look at us go. Oh, they plan on committing crimes. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Alright, let's gain some life, and I think we swing in. Let's get aggressive. There's Geode, and they're going to get a Dryad. Alright, let us exile Geode. And then we'll go with Dion. Draw a card. Make a knight. Gain a life. Combo time. Alright, and yeah, full send. And then next turn we tutor up. Alright, they recast their commander. We tutor up for... Oh, we don't even... Oh my goodness. My goodness. Okay, let's start out with Nykthos for War of the Last Alliance. And we will grab... What are we gonna get? This is a good question. Aerith, Meryl, Mangara. You know what? I think maybe Beza might be the best answer. But yeah. I think Beza's the best answer here. So that we can get some card draw. And then next turn, we can go ham and make Venat indestructible. Use... Okay. I guess we get in with our flyers? And then we can hold up indestructible with Zach Fair with his treasure on Venat, enabling us to block something, anything, I don't know. I think we're doing a good job here. We have more mana than we have any right to, thanks to Nykthos. They also have quite a few mana, though. Okay, we're gonna need to take care of Scoot Swarm, I see. Yep, they got another Scoot Bug. And it's whenever it enters. It's just when it enters. Alright. Okay, we will search our library for Elisnor and Mother of Machines. Play our land for turn. Tap you. Play Elisnor and draw a card. We have a lot of lands. Okay, so double life gain. Use your ability, get rid of Scoot Swarm number 1. Yes. Okay, and then at the beginning of combat, we put a +1/+1 counter on Dion. And let's get in there with our flyers. We are drawing a lot of lands. We are drawing a lot of lands. Yes, you get no Scoot Swarm. Ellis Norton says no. The Sylvan Awakening. Oh my. Okay. Well. Sweet. Bring it. I mean, we're looking at what? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 25 damage. No blocks. I can do math. Cans do math. Creatures you control gain double strike. Oh, that was amazing. I have to say, I love this commander. This, I think, is going to stick around in the 99, the 100 deck list slots. This was, I've had almost no games where Venat did not impress me. Especially even in games where she got murdered on sight. This deck still performs. Not every single time, but enough that it's pretty consistent. I love it. The amount of legendary tutors we have in mono white is amazing. And the card draw in mono white in this deck is amazing. Highly recommend. As always, love one another. Be cool. Don't be a jerk. Have fun playing Magic the Gathering.